Well, Judy, it feels like summer is really finally here now, so that means that we all have to start watering our yard and gardens a bit more.
Mother Nature isn't going to take care of it any longer. It's up to us.
It really is true. So I'm going to be talking about how to water your lawn, and Judy's going to walk on over to a place where we have a lot of pots, so she can talk about that a little bit later.
I'll be right back.
All right. Now, one of the first things you really want to do is get some kind of container for measurement. We got this from the Regional Water Providers Consortium, and it really is handy because all you do, just stick it in the ground like that, and then you can measure how much water you want to use. Now, the recommendation is generally about an inch per week on a lawn. We suggest maybe you split that up into like 2 different times, so you put a ½ inch. Really easy to do. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can also just use like a tuna can or something, but these make it really, really simple. Now, we have Dramm tools. I love the Dramm products, not only because they're great quality and work really well, but also they have these great colors that you can buy, and it just adds a little sparkle in your yard there. And this one, if you can see on top here, has a whole selection of different ways to make the sprinkler work. So you can have circles, rectangles, squares, and it'll give you this handy little demonstration book right here that shows you what all of them do and the footage of it. Now that's important because if you're watering a round lawn with a square or a long rectangle sprinkler, you're going to be wasting a lot of water. So you want to be aware of where your water is going, take a look at it, and really take the time to make sure you're using the right tool. So then all you would do is just set that down, set it on the proper setting for what you need, and let it go. When this fills up, then that'll give you an idea of how much time it takes per week to water your lawn, and that'll be saving water and keeping your lawn green. So now we're going to run over there with Judy and see what she has to say about watering pots on your patio.
Well, many of us have a lot of containers on our deck or patio, and if you're like me, you get tired and it's really heavy to use a watering can. I mean, it's a great way to water your plants. You want to make sure you water them. But there's a lot of different gadgets out there, and Dramm makes a great one. This water nozzle comes with many different settings. The soaker one is a great one because it gives a really gentle, kind of nice force to water the plants. There's also one called Mist, just in case those plants are more delicate and you don't want to hurt them. A great rule of thumb when you have containers is to make sure the whole pot gets watered and you actually see the water coming out the bottom. Then you know that whole ball of soil is getting watered and the roots are going to have nice water for the whole day. Another type of container that we all have is a hanging basket, and they're just a little bit higher, so it's really hard to reach sometime. Dramm makes a great watering wand, which is just going to be an extension of your arm. You just hook it up to your watering hose and just kind of let it water this way. Make sure that you water it the same way as any other container. Let the water drip out the bottom, then the whole pot has been watered. Sometimes, though, hanging baskets can dry out faster because they're out in the wind, and when that happens, if they're so dry, the water will go right through and it won't stay in the root ball. So what you can do is take it down and put it in a bucket of water for maybe an hour or so, and that whole root ball will rehydrate and the plant will be really happy.
Judy, we do have a lot of people ask us about watering during the heat of the day. Now, of course, it's always more cost-effective as far as your water bill to water early morning or late night because you won't have as much evaporation. However, if it's between not watering a plant because it's hot out, it really isn't going to hurt the plant to get water on it in the heat of the day, and you would rather keep it alive than let it really suffer from getting too dry.
Right, there's a kind of a myth about that. So you can also, in really hot days, mist your plants down. You'll kind of see them almost droop, and you think, oh, I watered it. It can't be that dry. Well, actually, the plant's trying to protect itself, so just a light misting will really help it through those hot times.
And for any of your watering needs, we love Dramm because they have these just a whole array of really cool colors, hoses and hand nozzles and sprinklers. So you can go to any of your independent garden centers and pick some of this great product up to help make your watering needs as easy as they can be this summer.